Welcome to another episode of the Money Wheel Podcast. The journey to wealth starts here with your host, Don Shade.
Hello, my friend and future millionaire. Welcome to this episode of the Money Wheel. My name is Don Shade. Now, I know in the last quite a few episodes, I've covered all kinds of information. And I've probably given you all kinds of good ideas as far as stuff you thought of on your own just because I've said one thing or another. It's made you think, oh, I should do this or I should do that. And it's almost like drinking from a fire hose. Well, that's the reason that I have you write everything down in your accountability journal. Because what I want to happen is I want you to be able to step back and kind of take a breath and collect your thoughts and decide, okay, Don's brought up some very interesting points. How do I want to handle this? Once we start looking at how do I want to handle this, then what you'll see happen is I'll have Kris come in and do a few podcasts, maybe a couple in a row, and he'll cover the technical end of it of this is how you do this and how you do that when it comes to actually sitting in front of your computer and doing all that stuff to make your business work. What I do is give you the dream and give you the reason why. Kris covers more of this is how we do it and this is the work it takes to actually make you a keyboard wizard, so to speak. So as we keep moving forward here, building your $1 million roadmap, you're going to start to see the difference in the coaching between Kris and I. I'll always talk to you about taking the next step, looking at your next stream of income. Are you handling things the way you want them to be handled? How can we change that? And as you hear Kris on podcast, he's going to be covering, okay, this is how you set up a domain name. This is how you build a website or a funnel, or, you know, this is what you say in emails, stuff like that. And as you're going through and you start to realize, okay, when I hear this, it motivates me to take the next step in this direction. You're going to start learning that this is what it takes to excite me. Because I'll tell you what happens. You'll get to the point where you hear all this information and it's just super great. The problem is, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do next. I'm overwhelmed. And that's what I want to avoid with you. We want to take one step at a time, and that's why these episodes are 5 minutes long or less, because I cover one point that makes you think, and then we're on to the next thing, just for the simple reason that this is designed just to give you ideas. Now, if you really need help, you can reach out to Don at moneywheelpodcast.com or Kris at moneywheelpodcast.com. And we'll both be glad to maybe jump on a call with you or, you know, talk through email and find out exactly what your struggles are. The whole key to you listening to these podcasts and looking to build your $1 million roadmap is not to get you stumped in the beginning. We want to get you up and running. So if there's something that is stopping you, whatever it may be, reach out to us and let us help you, and we'll get you well on the way to building the business of your dreams and beyond. That's everything I have for this episode of The Money Wheel. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Money Wheel Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. For everything that was talked about in today's amazing show, go to moneywheelpodcast.com and get today's show notes, past episodes, and most importantly, you can connect with Don Shade on all his social media platforms. Again, at moneywheelpodcast.com. If you are just looking to email Don, you can email him at don@moneywheelpodcast.com. For a list of all our tools we use in our business, you can go to moneywheelpodcast.com/resources. Again, thank you for listening to today's podcast, and see you in our next episode of the Money Wheel Podcast.